How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. It helps out, means a ton. You guys get plenty of fun stuff. So, we got chapter 1021 of One Piece today, and my goodness, Oda. This is one of the best chapters of Onigashima. I mean, Wano in general. This chapter was absolutely phenomenal. 100%, there's no doubt about it. So, last chapter, when I first opened it up and I saw Black Maria, Robin versus Black Maria, I'm pretty sure that all the Straw Hat names have always been coming first. Maybe not. I can't remember. Anyway, doesn't matter. I figured we were going to get most of the fight in that chapter. So I was like, okay, we're going. It's go time. Let's get it. And then not as much happened as I expected, and we left off with the awesome panel for Robin. This chapter picks up with the pace that I expected last chapter to have. Robin immediately uses an attack that is called Sea Serpent, at least in Scanlation, and all of the hands just start wiggling and going crazy straight at Maria. They grab all of her spider legs, and then she starts going in for the face. Unfortunately, Black Maria just starts spinning that big old wheel staff thing that she has. It has spikes on the end, so this cuts Robin's arms up pretty badly, obviously. And yes, this effect does get translated to her normal body, so this forces Robin to bring her arms back, especially after she notices the fact that Maria's legs are also poison tipped. So Maria starts using her techniques like Marionette, kind of like a doll, and then Maria Hush to pin Robin's arms against the wall, and then she breaks out the brass knuckles that we saw against Sanji. I liked the brass knuckles back when she used them against Sanji, but I mean, you weren't entirely sure on whether or not she used them in actual combat, or if it was just like, oh, well, we're gonna get the information out of you, so. But no, in actual combat, she will pin somebody down with her spider webs, and then go in and just whoop wholesale ass. And I love it. That is awesome. Unfortunately, she's doing it to Robin, so I'm not as big of a fan of it right now, but, seeing her do it to somebody else, maybe I'd be okay with that. But yeah, she is, like I said, whooping wholesale. Yeah, you get it. And you can see it on Robin. Like, she is in her real body, like, clenching her face. Like, this hurts like hell. So Robin finally lets go of the big version of herself, deactivates it, tries to bring more arms up around Maria to grab her from behind. Maria sees this coming. And then, after this, she uses Maria Cage. And then, lo and behold, the webs can be set on fire too, so she gains even more of an upper hand by setting the entire room on fire. You think that would be kind of bad for both of them, but I guess she's pretty resistant to fire. I mean, she seems to be pretty okay with using it a lot in an enclosed space, so you imagine maybe she's not as affected by fire. I don't know. Maybe spiders are flame resistant, and I just had no idea this entire time. Anyway, I'm just kidding. It doesn't matter. So, she hits Robin with more webs, and this is when we see Robin, like, really looking like she is on the ropes. I mean, the webs are literally, like, if you saw somebody in a boxing ring and they were laying up against the ropes, Robin's doing the same thing on one of the webs. So, Robin is literally against the ropes. So, I like that little detail after I noticed it, after reading it, like, the second or third time, I can't remember. So, yeah, that was super fun. And this entire time, Black Maria, let me sit back up in my chair a little bit more properly. Jesus, okay. Too much physical acting. Anyway, Black Maria has been talking smack basically this entire time, and we get a little insert from Brooke saying, Maria, you keep saying very moronic things. If I were you, I would probably be trying to get out of here. Little bit of foreshadowing for what might take place. Yeah, here in a second. So yeah, Robin's on the ropes, and at this point, Black Maria starts throwing hands with the brass knuckles on to Robin's tiny normal body. And Maria's obviously still huge. I would imagine this would hurt more, because now Maria's, like, entire fist is the size of Robin's, like, top half of her body. So that has to hurt more than the fist being the same size as your face. So yeah, now this is like, okay, this is not good. This looks very, very bad. But we get a flashback to Robin's time with the revolutionaries, and we figure out that Koala and Sabo were wanting to teach her additional fighting techniques to give her a stronger strike rather than just only slapping. So eventually she says, fine, you can teach me this palm thing, which is what Koala was trying to teach her. She learns the palm strike from Koala, and if you know anything about fighting or martial arts, you know a palm strike is extremely painful. It is. Your fist, when it hits something, can compress a little bit. Granted, Maria's brass knuckles do a good job of stopping that from happening. Your palm, when you hit it right there, it doesn't compress. That's just straight to your forearm bone and the connection to your hand. Like there's not a lot of compression there. It's a lot tougher than a fist. This can compress more than you think it can. So yeah, this is gonna be pretty devastating, right? And Robin uses this on the roof. Jeez. Okay, all right, fine. I'm with you, Oda. You're smarter than me. You're better at this than me. We're going somewhere. This was not the big payoff. And no, it wasn't. Literally, we figured out that Robin knows a fishman karate technique in this chapter, and that was not her big payoff. Do you see what I'm saying about it being one of the best chapters in Onigashima? Just kidding, in Wano in general, maybe in a while. This chapter was so good, especially for Robin. But yeah, she uses that. That was incredible. And then she uses her new demon form. And instead of creating a big version of her with a lot of arms, she creates a huge demon version of herself with devil wings and horns coming out with a much darker black motif rather than the lighter white motif that her original big body had. This thing is terrifying, cool, awesome, a little bit of, this is still Robin, you know, so you still like what you're looking at? Okay. Yeah, it's got feet and everything, and it puts Maria in a full body lock. Like, entire thing. Like I said, the leg is going over her neck. She's got arms coming from different directions, grabbing arms and her legs and pulling them back around and twisting her lower body at the same time. This was a painful looking hold. And yeah, this was absolutely incredible. I was literally sitting out on my back tiny little patio thing, and I'm literally jumping up and down. I am so hyped. This was amazing. And we know for a fact this was incredibly painful because Black Maria's little cohorts were like, what was that horrible scream we just heard? They're like, we can't see through these big patches of ice. So yeah, apparently Brook can just make big ol' ice shields now that apparently are pretty difficult to break through. Otherwise, you think the number that was there would have just busted straight through them. But no, they're like, wow, man, we can't. Why is this ice sheet stuck? Man, I hate this. Apparently, those have to be kind of tough. And I don't think we knew that Brook could do that. I didn't know Brook could make like full ice sheets. Then we get another new attack from Brook, I believe. I don't think we've ever seen this either. Yeah, this was cool. He makes the whole music note with his little icy sword skills. Brook has one of the coolest movesets to me. Like ice sword powers with the whole soul thing. And yeah, all love it. Absolutely love it. And I'm guessing, I don't know if this is true, but when I look at it, I get the feeling that like he traced that with his sword. Like a woof. That was extremely cool. And keep in mind, he took out a number plus multiple other people that weren't like super weak in the grand scheme of things. Like these aren't the fodder of Kaido's crew. These people are much stronger than an average waiter or whatever, okay? And Brook, whoop, thanks, bye. Okay, sweet, that was awesome, Brook, good job. And he had I love Brook's poses when he uses, it's always so good for him. Always so good. So yeah, we go back to the Tokage port after all of this is over. And yeah, I literally made a joke last time when we ended the chapter and saw Caribou that I was like, hey, I got some meat in my swamp. And I also said I didn't want to say that again. But that is exactly what happened. I called it. Caribou walked up and was like, hey, I want you to beat Kaido because I want to get off this island. I got some meat in my swamp, you want it? And Luffy's just like, I don't care if it's swamp meat, it's meat. Yeah, give me the swamp meat. So yeah, Luffy's just chowing down on swamp meat, trying to tell people what happened on top of Onigashima, because they keep asking, but he's just trying to talk in between chewing, and it's just not really working great. So then we finally get to the end of the chapter, and this was a huge way to end it off. Absolutely phenomenal. I don't know how Oda can get me so hyped in the middle of a chapter throughout the entire thing, and then still have the ending go, what? Come again, please. So yeah, that just shows, it's Goda, okay? It is. That's just, we've said it before, we'll say it again. It's Goda. He can have me this hyped, and I think it was perfect because he takes you through all of this hype stuff, tiny little funny moment with Luffy, and then straight back to super hype. Momonosuke is asking Shinobu to use her ripe fruit and make him an adult. And she mentions that he cannot go back if she does this. He will be stuck as an adult with the mind of a child and emotions of a child and all of this stuff. And he goes, I don't care. This needs to be done. Otherwise, everything goes bye-bye. So we have to. There's no other choice. Sorry, just do it. Yeah, this is an absolutely incredible turn of events, and I can't wait to see big dragon form Momonosuke. I absolutely cannot wait to see that. This was insane. I'm done. I'm good. This was hype. That's all I gotta say. This was so hype. This was so good. It's Goda. We already know, and come on, anime. Man, Onigashima is going to be the possibly best the anime has ever been. Because, I mean, obviously we have the newer, better animation. They've really been going all out with the anime. I mean, the Zoro reveal. I mean, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, this is just going to be absolutely phenomenal through and through. I can't wait. I hope you guys enjoyed the chapter. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I enjoyed the chapter. And I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.